What's good, man? Here with Alex Dilmaghani. What's good, Alex?
What's up, man? Just chilling, just chilling. What about you?
Oh man, I've been trying to get up with you for a minute. It's like something always went wrong. I'm glad to have you there, though.
I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
All right, you're coming off of a draw with Francisco Fonseca. I felt like you got robbed. I had you up by 2 to 3 rounds. What was your thoughts on that fight?
Well, like I said, like you said, I thought I won it. A lot of people thought I won it. The much cleaner work was coming from me, but it is what it is. That do you know what? At least they didn't rob me with a loss. That's what I thought, and it was a good fight. Um, and yeah, it's just a good experience, and I'll go up and up and up.
Yo, you have a hybrid style. Like I've seen you come forward and throw combinations, but I've also seen you like back up. It's like you don't fight like a normal UK guy. You don't fight like a fighter that's trained in Mexico. It's like mushed together. Where does that come
Yeah,
from?
yeah. You know what? A lot of training and a lot of boxing I've done by myself. I've studied a lot of different fighters. Um, and it's just like I don't know. I kind of like mix different styles in. I do shoulder rolls sometimes. I move. I fight mostly, but I do it with a more educated pressure. I've got I'm very defense minded because I'm gonna have a long career in boxing. It's not wise to keep taking punches and things like that. So I kind of mix different styles in, and I think it's good because when you just give a fighter one specific look, they train for that. Like it's difficult to prepare for an opponent that has different styles or that can do it all, and that's why I try to be a complete fighter.
Okay. How did the Fonseca fight come about? Was that for like a interim title, mandatory position? What?
No, it was for the IBO world title. Um,
Yeah, we're talking. Okay.
yeah, IBO, and it was before that an eliminator for the WBA. But it was like in September. It was gonna be we were gonna fight each other in September, and he pulled out on the day because he was sick, and then
Hmm.
that got rescheduled, and then it was meant to be for the WBA International, which was the eliminator for the title, but when it was rescheduled, it was for the IBO world title.
Okay, is that title still vacant? Or are you going to get another crack at it? Or
Yeah, I think I've got another fight in line against Simir Ziani, which is the European champion, and
hmm.
that's for a world title eliminator as well. So yeah, I don't think I'm able to fight for the IBL and European title at the same time. But yeah, when boxing starts kicking off, literally I want all the smoke.
Now is that for the WBA?
With the eliminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. Have you been staying busy? You look good. Like you look like you're in shape.
yeah, man. I've been. Do you know what? I'm always training, always working hard because I'm taking this shit like prison. There's not much to do apart from exercise. So I'm training every day a lot. I'm gonna step up next week. But yeah, I'm training every day. I'm eating good. I'm enjoying myself in that department. But I'm training plenty. I got everything here, bags and things like that. So I'm working hard and yeah, I'm fully prepared and prepare myself diligently.
Now you fluctuated in weight from like 135 to 130. But to me, like you're a tall guy. How are you able to make weight so easily?
You know what? I'm I'm like a boxing historian. I study a lot of fighters, but I also listen to a lot of fighters. I listen to Bernard Hopkins, the way he models himself as eating healthy and things like that. So I try and be strict throughout throughout the year. After fights, I make sure I try and uh, try and keep my weight low. Like for instance, I'm eating good now, but I'm training a lot, so I'm just to keep my weight low. Um, not too high because I think if fighters they get their weight too high. They're facing two battles, you know, the scale and the fight itself. So which isn't the wisest option. So I make sure I keep my weight, you know, semi in check. Believe it or not, I can make featherweight. You know, super
Yeah.
featherweight. Yeah, super featherweight. I in don't even really cut for. You know, like I make I'm normally about 133, 134 tops comfortable, you know, healthy. And then to make 130, I just eat light day before, and then I make the weight. So yeah, it's very easy. But I'm big enough for easy 135, 140.
Yeah.
I spar waterweights in the gym. And yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. But right now I'm about 140.
Really?
Yeah,
During quarantine? Wow, yo.
yeah. No,
I've seen guys balloon up, like guys I've
yeah.
talked to, big as a house.
But this is why, man. I'm putting in that work. I'm going for these hour runs, you know, all this that and the other to keep my weight. If I wasn't to train, if I wasn't to train, I'd probably be easily right now 150,
Hmm.
easily. So you know, it's understandable that fighters when they're not training and they get to eat what they want in quarantine, they're gonna be putting on the weight.
Now you're signed to Hennessy Sports, right?
Yeah, my manager's Mick Hennessy.
How did that come about?
We kind of knew of each other. Because his son, who's a good fighter, he trains at the gym that I train out in the UK,
Hmm.
and we spoke, and we're always on good terms. And I was looking to fight in England, and we hit it off, and he signed me, and we went to Channel 5. We've got Channel 5 platform, so I fight on there, and it's just it's great.
Okay. Now you're from the UK, but I remember my first time speaking to you. You were training in Mexico with legendary trainer Nacho Beristain.
Yeah, yeah, legendary.
How did that happen?
Basically, I've got great friends in Mexico, like second family.
Hmm.
And I went out and saw them, and my friend was like, "Why don't you go to Romanza gym? That's the best. It's the best gym." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I went there, and Juan Manuel Marquez was running through sparring partners, like, oh my words, running through 'em. And they see this quick, like fast southpaw in the bag, and he's preparing for Manny Pacquiao, obviously. So
Hmm.
Nacho was like, you know, do you want to spar Marquez? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, sure. Like I couldn't look like a bitch, could I? Like I couldn't be like, nah, how much you paying?
So wait, that was your first day?
That was my first day in the gym. He said, "Do I want to
Yo.
spar? Yeah, do I want to spar Marquez the day after?" So I was like, "Yeah," and I sparred him, and I gave him good work, and then I explained the situation with Nacho because uh, basically in England you have to sell tickets if you have a
Hmm.
certain amount of fights, and if you don't have a promoter, which I didn't at the time. Um, so I explained to him. I said I can't sell tickets. This, that, and the other. He said, "Well, you know, you can come to Mexico and fight." And I said, "Yeah, but I'm doing a degree. I'm going to university." So he said, "Okay, no problem. Finish the degree, and then when you've done your degree, come back to Mexico and fight out here." And that's what I did. That's when I started taking boxing seriously. I'd say in about 2014, I started taking boxing really serious.
Hmm.
And before that, like I wasn't fighting often. I was more of a part-time boxer, studying at university as well. So, um, but yeah, when Mexico is just a great place, great place.
I saw the sparring session. Well, a little, I guess a little clip on YouTube. That was some good work.
Yeah, great work, man. Great work. He's an exceptional fighter, man. Literally, I was the only sparring partner that didn't get caught, didn't get dropped, didn't get anything to him. Luckily, I've got a good defense, but I'd say he's a legend, man. Honestly, like I thought he was obviously like his record speaks for itself. Like a great fighter, I knew he was, but when I didn't appreciate what a great fight he was until I was actually in the ring with him. Like he's so smart. He thinks several moves ahead. He's a chess player, high speed chess player.
He's one of my favorite fighters. I'm going to ask, number one, how's the timing, like in person, and how's the power?
The timing is second to none. The power is decent, but the timing is what makes him. The timing, the accuracy, the combinations, the his timing is fantastic. Like I said, he thinks several moves ahead. So when I throw a move, he kind of like already knows I'm gonna throw it. And yeah, he times fantastic, man. He's accurate. He's everything. He's got ticks all the boxes. He's a legend in the sport.
Was anybody else in the camp that you recognize now?
Do you know when there was a really good fighter called Ramses Agaton, and he was a really good fighter, but he's one of these fighters, right, that could have been much better with more discipline. He was like an Olympian, a Mexican Olympian. He was having on a good run, but I think he's something like 15 wins and 4 losses or something like that. But he was a good fighter. But no, not in the Southpaw camp. No, not that I'd say. But in the Romance gym, there's been so many Johnny Gonzalez, Salgado, who knocked out Linares in the first round.
Man, I saw that fight.
Yeah, he's got power, man, and yeah, there's lots of that Ray Vargas. Yeah, I sparred them all there.
Now, would you say that Juan Manuel was just head and shoulders? Because Johnny Gonzalez has had a storied career. Ray Vargas is a solid fighter. Juan Manuel is just head and shoulders better than everybody that you faced.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think that, I mean, there was one guy, I forgot his name. Nacho said he could have been like the star of, like, he could have been better than Marquez, and I agree. But this guy was a drunk, man. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk. He was very undisciplined. He ate tacos. He all the time. He got fat. Like he was an amazing fighter. He had something like a 33-3 record or something like that. But he was lazy. But he was a great fighter.
33-3 record and
Yeah,
doing
and
all that.
he didn't even do shit. Like he didn't train much or anything. His nickname was Canilla. In Mexico, they kind of like they give each other their nicknames, and you don't really know their real names until you start like looking into them more. But he fought Billy Dib, and Billy Dib stopped him, but it was more like he quit on the stool. But and that was when Billy Dib was like prime.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a very good fighter. But a bunch of good fighters in Roman's gym, legendary gym.
Now you spent 3 years down there. What made you come back to the UK?
Well, after Mexico, I went to Canada and I fought there, and I got a lot of good fights there, and that was a blessing, fighting there, and it was great work. But UK is where my family is, and UK boxing is huge. The arena is there, and the money, man, the money is it's all about the money. In boxing, it's the hurt business. You got to get as much money as you can, and Mexico they're paying pesos, and England
Yeah.
that pound sterling is good, man. So you got to go where the money's at, and my family's here, so England was always the plan. But when I reached a certain amount of fights, I can come back here to fight, which I did, and I signed with Mick, and yeah, it's exciting times. Obviously, not right now with this coronavirus going around. Everyone's on lockdown, but that's just on ice. Things will get better soon.
Funny thing, in the state of Florida, they just passed the law that says sports are essential.
I
So
know,
they're going
yeah,
to start having events with no fans.
yeah.
Do you think that that's going to be the new thing? I know for y'all have like 100,000 people in the
Yeah,
arena.
no, I definitely think so. I think it's very listen, man, I'm optimistic, right?
Hmm.
I'm a very optimistic person. I try and look on the bright things, but also you got to be realistic. People are dying, economy is going terrible. There's no vaccine. I don't think things will start taking off fully with crowded events till there's a vaccine in England anyway. So it's definitely going to be behind closed doors. But the thing is, I don't know when England is going to be fighting again. I think it's later in the year, and it's going to be behind closed doors. It's going to be slow progress, like I say, till the vaccine comes in. That's when the crowd events will come about. But it's just also the doctors and all of that is needed in boxing. But I know Florida. I saw that next month are going to start. I think start is it next month or June?
Well, WWE wrestling that already started, so they had the first event. But boxing and UFC that
Yeah,
needs time to promote. So I
yeah.
would say within a month or two, we'll see something materialize.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And like I say, I'm willing to fight anyone. So if boxing starts in America before England, which it will, um, in June, I'm ready for whoever, whoever won it can get it.
I like that, yo. And you are in like a very advantageous position because, like you said, you can make 126. You'll still be strong at 135, and right now you're fighting at 130. It's a lot of fights for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to spread yourself if you can over various weights. And the way I see it is, what's 3-4 pounds either way, 4 or 5 pounds. People always talk about weight, and I understand, because in this day and age, sometimes you get guys who are small for their weight, and you get other guys putting on like 15 pounds with rehydration and things like that. But the way I look at it, as if you go back into the history of boxing, right, Jack Dempsey gave away 70 pounds when he fought. All the heavyweights, they give away lots and lots of weight. So 5 pounds either way, what's the problem? And like you say, there's a lot of big fights out there. And like I say, next week I've been training hard anyway, but next week I'm gonna really step it up, and from June, really go.
Now you have a fight lined up, but it's a couple fights that I want to see you in as a fan. Um, 126, Josh Warrington. I like
Yeah, I
that
love that
fight.
fight. Yeah, I like that. I love that fight.
130, Burchett,
Yeah, he's a great fighter.
and 135, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia is big 135 as well though. But yeah, I love all them fights, man.
Yeah. For me, you have the fastest hands at 130, and
Oh, thank you.
I've said that. Yeah, Gary
Yeah,
Russell 126.
yeah, you know what? The guy Russell stepping up to no, Guy Russell's 130. No, I think he said he
No,
stepped up to
he's
135. No,
yeah. I talked to him. He's going up to 135.
yeah, he's but I'll tell you what, he makes me look slow, man.
Yeah,
He's got
dude, he's
but
fast as shit.
he's fast as shit, and with technique as well. That's what surprises me. Like, Amir Khan is lightning fast, but I think
Yeah.
sometimes his technique suffers. When he's throwing them combinations. But Gary Russell Jr., he throws it, and if you slow it down, he still throws it with really good technique. He's lightning quick, Gary Russell Jr. I think there was this one fight I saw of him, and Emmanuel Stewart was commentating, and he threw this combination against some Mexican guy, and it was like 20 punches in the space of like 4 seconds. It was crazy. He's very, very quick hands. Ryan Garcia's got very quick hands too, lightning quick.
And that's why I want to see that fight with you and
Yeah, and
Ryan
you know
Garcia
what?
because you're both tall
Yeah.
and y'all both have very fast hands.
How tall is he? He's like 5'10", no?
5'10", yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'8", so a couple inches smaller, but it's not. Technically, I'm 5'8" and a half, but
Yeah, I
I,
thought you were 5'9".
yeah, I'm 5'8" and a half, so
5'8". Okay.
yeah. But with Timberlands, baby, they're saving me. Timberlands, they're making 6 foot, tall, dark, and handsome with Timberlands.
Yeah, that's like okay. At 130, you have Burchett. I think did Carl Frampton move to 130?
Yeah, Carl
Carl
Frampton's back.
Frampton,
Jamal Herring.
Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring's like a huge 130. Don't know how he makes it.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen him fight, but I saw a picture of him versus next to Carl Frampton. He looks like literally 3, 4 weight divisions above him.
Yeah.
He,
And another fight I would like to see you in. Shakur Stevenson's moving to 130. and he's trying to
Yeah.
target Oscar Valdez. So any of those opponents, as a fan, I want to see you fight.
Yeah, like I say, I don't, I'm a throwback, not a running back, as I like to say. So, so I don't run away from no challenge, and I like to test myself. So why not?
Okay, I definitely like that attitude, man. Definitely like that
The way
attitude.
it's got to be, you know. At the end of the day, it's a fight. A lot of people are afraid to lose and afraid to lose because maybe their marketability and things like that. But it's you got to take it as an experience. You fight, you win or lose. In any sport, you're gonna win or lose. Um, but you have to take it as an experience. You have to just go with it. And some people are afraid a lot of the times to fight. They just want to pad their record and things like that. And nah, I'm not about that.
Now, you're Iranian.
Yeah, half Iranian, half
Half
English.
Iranian. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
I'm like I'm half like people don't know where I'm from because I lived in Mexico for 2 3 years
yeah.
and speak Spanish and I'm very crowd friendly in the Mexican style, but also I'm half English, half Iranian. People don't know where I'm from, but I like it that way because to me nationalities don't mean nothing to me. At the end of the day, we're all the same, the human race. So.
Yeah.
I like I like to represent everyone.
Okay. Is that what I was going to ask you? Is that a dream of yours to fight in the Middle East?
Yeah, I love to fight in Iran. I love to fight in Iran. My dad's birthplace. I love to fight in Iran. I've got a lot of followers, a lot of fans out in Iran, and I love to fight there. And I don't think professional boxing is allowed there. Um, but hopefully the ban will be lifted, and hopefully I'll be able to fight out there.
Yeah, it's a couple of places. I know Morocco doesn't have professional boxing either.
Oh,
It's a
really?
yeah, it's a couple of places that don't have professional boxing.
Yeah, I don't know why, but boxing. I mean, there's murders and everything like that happens in these countries, but they don't allow professional boxing. I don't understand, but I'm sure Iran will see sense one day and lift that.
All right, so what do you want to say to your fans during this quarantine, and to look forward to when it gets lifted and you fighting again?
Just thanks for the support, and stay safe, and stay also like appreciate the little things, like health. I know everyone's bored, everyone's depressed right now, but as long as we're all healthy, we'll eventually get through all this. And thank you for the support. And when this is soon over and I'm soon fighting again, I look to entertain.
Thanks, Alex, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. Thank you.